I wanted to talk about real quick. And the reason I wanted to talk about this was because it just happened to me. It's hilarious. So a little while ago, I went live. I went live for like 2 hours, went a little long, it was something quick, right? And so literally, I went outside, smoked a cigarette. As I'm coming back in, I look at my phone and I'm like, oh man, here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all all about this. Let me share this. Get some people in here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just sharing this, getting this out, let everybody know I'm live. I'll be right with you guys. We gotta we just throw two more out, guys, and then we're gonna be right here because we're gonna talk about this right now. All right, and let me just share this one more time. All right, here we go. So listen, I literally went outside to smoke a cigarette, right? It's freezing cold up here. It's like literally 4 degrees. Tonight's gonna feel like it's 10 below zero. So I ain't planning on going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Plus I'm sick as y'all can hear. So last thing I want to hear is a whole bunch of negative jargon. I don't want to be arguing with nobody because I don't feel well right now. As I'm coming in from smoking a cigarette, the alert go off. So I look, it's YouTube Studio. So that means that the whatever the comment is has been retracted. Go look at YouTube Studio. And this is what the person said to me. And I took a screenshot and I'm gonna post it too. One person said, and I should have done it before I went live. That's the only thing I forgot to do. That's the only thing I forgot to do. But it will be posted. This is what the person said to me. And I want y'all to hear this. And this long paragraph that they wrote me, they said to me, I have been watching you for over 2 years. I was about to donate tonight until you started talking about the FBA. I can't make this up. They went on to say, you should not be talking about the FBA. Hold on. I want to make sure I remember. I shouldn't be talking about the FBA. The FBA has done wonderful things. And I said, man, the only thing and I wanted to write it back, but I was thinking in my mind, man, the only thing I asked is why they wasn't out there helping with the Altadena and Pasadena fires. That's the only thing I was asking. That's the only thing I was asking. Has somebody from the FBA actually just donated $5 to the fire relief out in Altadena and Pasadena? That's all I asked. And as a result, what I got was somebody that was threatening me. Somebody was telling me, you can't talk. Let me tell you something real quick, right? Y'all get this real straight. I don't care who you think you know. I've been through some tough situations. Trust me when I tell you this. I've been on my own since I was 17. I'm not trying to be the toughest person in the world or whatever, but I'm not scared of you. You understand what I'm saying? You got the wrong guy. I got corns on my toenails I'm more worried about. You understand? But what really bothers me is these groups that African Americans have formed, which are like separatist groups within the groups. Y'all know what I mean, huh? Okay, so let me break it down for you. Not everybody, and this is why I keep talking the way I'm talking, because I'm seeing so many comments and people are leaving. Not everybody believes in that whole FBA joint. A lot of people think somebody wrote in one of my comments, they said they think somebody's an agent or something like that for them, or they think they're a group of agents. Somebody else wrote, you can go look at this right now. Look into the Fat Joe post. You're going to see it there for yourself. I ain't got to make it up. You understand what I'm saying? The other one y'all can't see because I have the things where you can write so much or whatever. And then it goes to YouTube Studios. They find something, they'll retract the statement. So that's why even when y'all see things in the chat room, and they be there for a few seconds and they're gone, that's why. I thought to myself in this long diatribe that this woman wrote me, this is a woman that wrote this. The FBA will never support you, and you think you're better than us, and all this. I'm like, then she said something about Connecticut. So I knew she had been listening to me for a while, but what was disturbing was, sure, you've been listening to me for 2 years. You done heard me and see me go all kinds of places, and you ain't never donated $5 since my. She said today was the day I was going to donate, but I did donate to you because you said something about the FBA. These are shaming tactics. And I see that more and more being used in the urban communities online. I don't answer questions. I'm nobody's friend here. You need to pay attention to the diatribe. If not, you can go on about your business. I'm not friend. I don't know you. I'm not trying to be your friend. Anyway, long story short, yeah, if we stop all that YouTube, let's be buddies shit. Because you notice sometimes when I talk to people and they just happen to be from the urban persuasion, they'll come in and act all nice. It's an acting role. They'll come in acting all nice and cool and everything. And then as soon as you start talking to them for a few minutes, they'll say something slick to you. I done seen this happen like 3, 4 times. I saw it 3 times happen in the last podcast I put up. So evidently we don't see eye to eye on things. I told you I think differently from y'all. And there's nothing wrong with how you think per se, as the fact that you all go against yourselves. That's just kind of like scary, dog. That's just really scary. Um, to that lady, I didn't block you, so I hope you see this. I didn't block you on purpose. And if you brave enough, say who you are, you know what I mean, and come in here or whatever. I ain't even gonna put your screen name out there. When I put the post up, I'm gonna block your screen name because I really think you was coming from a good place. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. I think you meant to come from a good place, but it just came out as a trilogy of ha ha ha, you're not going to talk. And this was back to what I was saying about that communism thing and this tribalism thing that's going on right now. You got a lot of people, it's going to happen even more now as Trump's in office. You got this thing going on now where you have people in the urban communities literally going around and trying to force people to stop. Force people to stop talking about certain things or whatever, whatever. And they're using the same tactics that they talked about were used in the music industry. It makes no sense to me. Let me rewind that for you again. All right, check this out. In the music industry, they say that people use intimidation tactics and things like that or whatever, whatever. I don't know of any of this stuff. I really don't. But anyway, let's say that, right? But net and still, these same podcasters, this is what they do. Pay attention to what I'm saying. If you don't agree with a lot of these urban podcasters, the first thing that happens is their followers, them on instruction of the podcaster, he'll tell his followers, yo, go bother this person. This is the same reason, this is the same thing that invented this woman to come say what she said to me. Yet alone, this woman wouldn't go to some of these other podcasters from different ethnicities and have the same the same words. She wouldn't have the same, these other podcasts, it'd be a whole different type of energy. And that's why I'd be lost a lot of times. I'd be like, okay, you got all this energy for your own peoples, but this nigga's out here with all kinds of shit going on. You ain't saying nothing to them. You ain't saying nothing to them. And that's why I say the cowardness come in. You know what I'm saying? Because if you, like, listen, man, y'all peep game. The other night, I was in front of, I saw somebody try to put up a video today, too. You a funny dude, man. You a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't mad at you, though. I get you. But anyway, the difference between you and I is I wasn't across the street. I was in the building, too. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Um, Other night, I was up at Trump Tower. It was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm surrounded by cops. I'm talking a good word. And my intentions were, I love when somebody came in. They said, Trump ain't listening to you. He ain't listening to you. You's a nigga. That's basically what they wanted to say. Hi, Anna. That's basically what they wanted to say, but they didn't say it. Trump ain't listening to you. You's a nigga. And you got to be careful when you listen to this. I don't know, maybe like 6 years ago, I think it was, everybody started going into this thing where everybody wanted to start talking like a slave on their podcast. You ever notice that? Like, there's a lot of people who want to start talking like slaves on their podcast. You know what I mean by that? I don't mean that insulting me. I mean, like, they literally started talking like slaves. Like, you know how slaves used to talk? I don't know, master. Well, where is we going? They started talking like that in their podcast, or like how old, I guess with their interpretation of the black people, they knew old black people would sit and they try to give you them old, Sunday evening, all of us got to be the same. We got to stick together. Speeches you've been hearing for like 200 years. They come through with that type of jargon, right? And it identifies with a lot of people that are in those communities, but does it benefit them? Because if it ain't benefited you in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, why would that same shit benefit you then? Why would I want to carry on them traditions? And these people that so try to act like they're so intelligent never ask themselves that question. Why would you keep on trying to carry on traditions that haven't even worked before? That don't make sense, right? Like, is that me? That's like, you keep on trying to like nail a square into a circle. You know what I'm saying? What point do you know it doesn't fit? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying about a lot of these ideologies that these urban podcasters have. They have attack only your own personalities. And that's dangerous, G. That's real dangerous. I had niggas in here say all kinds of stuff to me. Never met me in a day in their life. How you know about me? I don't know. A podcaster said, come over there and get you. I had somebody not too long ago. I ain't gonna call your name out, but you and I ended up having a conversation because you told me, you said, yo, listen, this podcast, and that's why I ain't gonna say your name because you still be over there. But I appreciate you. This podcaster said this, that, and the third about you. And I don't know. See, he was probably up in here. It's a he. It's a he. This podcaster said this, that, and the third about you. You know, the 5 people jumped out of here when I said that. This podcaster said this, that, and the third about you, right? And I believed it at first. And then after I listened to you, I noticed you wasn't like that. And I said, yeah, that's what, but it's not just me they do that to. They done done that to a lot of people. They done it to me. They done it to Jaguar, right? They done it to a whole bunch of other different podcasters too. And the thing is, these motherfuckers won't drop you $5. You understand what I'm saying? That's my point. So it's easy for them to believe that there's a lack of energy that these FBA and ADOS people have online that they don't effectively, there are no benefit. It's like Nas said, when they start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. You know what I'm saying? Please don't be mad at us like the last time. I don't care. I don't like, that's what you got to understand. Let me learn you something real quick. From somebody, I'm going to say from Maryland on up to Philly, Maryland on up to Boston, tell you they don't care about you. That's exactly what they mean. I don't care about you. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know you don't care about me. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard, how can I say it? That's a hard equation to come to for a lot of people. You understand? I don't know you, Tammy Jefferson. I don't know you. And nobody's drinking. I'm drinking coffee, but I don't like how you came in here. Bitch, you ain't got nothing to add to the conversation, but you motherfucking asked me what I'm drinking. I'm drinking coffee. Y'all want to see what the coffee look like? This is the coffee. All right, everybody cool now? This is espresso. You want to see what type of espresso it is? Know what I mean? These motherfuckers be crazy. Then they want to do investigations. What are you drinking? What is your mother's maiden name? Like weirdo shit. Like this thing online has become some of the most vigorous, voyeuristic type of shit I've ever seen in my life. And I can't even blame the pill to swallow. That's a good one. I can't even blame the YouTubers themselves anymore. I blame more the crowds that they attract. The crowds a lot of these YouTubers attract. These people attract the people that are mentally ill, people that have conflicting interests, but don't know how to express their conflicting interests. I've had moments like that where I ain't not express my conflicting interests sometimes, and maybe not came out the best way. But I'll double back and I'll be like, yo, you know what? I was wrong about this. I was wrong about that. Some of these people get caught out cold in the dirt and won't even admit then, hey, I was wrong. Some of them will continue. There's a girl right now. She got caught in the middle of something. What's her name? Lamisha or something like that. She got caught in the middle of everything. You know what she does? She said, nah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to start my own channel now, and I'm going to make her believe for that shit. That's crazy. But let me tell you some of the things that I've taken, snapshots of, shit like that in the past, 2 weeks. And if you've been here with me, you understand exactly what I'm saying because you've seen it happen on your own 2 eyes. So I don't have to push nothing. There's no accountability nowadays. No, a lot of these podcasters are lying. They're lying to get money out of people. And that's the most disturbing thing about it. And the people that don't lie, or the people that's telling the truth, or the people that's trying to lead folks in the right direction, they're getting quite confused. They're getting quite frustrated. It's not just me, it's many other podcasters. I'm hearing other podcasters say the same stuff. What's wrong with these people? And they're addicted to drama. I mean, amply put, that's what it is. They're addicted to drama. They like drama. I've gone online in the morning. I'm going to tell you what's been personally happening with me, but I'm going online in the morning and literally I've seen women arguing from 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning to almost 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And people will stay there with them. And it's not like they're saying something pertinent or they're saying something encouraging or they're saying, no, the whole show pits around 2 things. One, showing how they must be better than everybody else in the circle. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Like if you watch most of them, the reason they talk down on people because they want to give you the imagery that they're perfect. But then when you look in their lives and you see what type of people they are, you quickly find out, no, this person ain't about nothing. What you find out quickly is Some of these women got 2, 3 kids. Some of these women, I did my investigation. There's one particular woman that do so much talking. You got 2 sons and you ain't got neither one of them with you. See what I'm saying? I could do all that. You know what I'm saying? There's one chick right now that talk the most. Do you ever tell your crowd about how you live with your mama? Huh? You ever tell the crowd how you live with your mother? Of course not. There was one motherfucker that was running around and he was telling people, yeah, he's homeless. I said, I'm homeless. I'm sitting there, I'm shaking the keys on the camera, whatever. In reality, that nigga homeless. You live with your peoples. I ain't got to say his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of these vloggers. Somebody said DMX. There's a lot of these vloggers. They got filled up lives. They got filled up ventures. They ain't really on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They living with somebody. It's something messed up with them. I know when they used to be with Jaguar Wright. They used to run around making fun of Jaguar. Oh, she homeless. She ain't got nowhere to stay at. That shit. I even took a swipe at the bitch 1 or 2 times we was beefing. She know that. I ain't beefing with her particularly no more because it's out of my hands now. When it was in my hands and it was in my corner and people asking my suggestion, you know, I gave mine. Well, even that hoe know that shit. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing to her. They did the same thing. I watched that shit. It used to be time. I remember one time Jaguar Wright went live for about, that's why I'm using somebody else, because maybe y'all can identify with her. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all can't identify with me or whatever, because we're at a distinct. You know what I'm saying? I have to start acknowledging that, hey, I am not like y'all in a lot of ways. And that's just what it is. And I don't have no fault with that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be me. But anyway, you can even ask Jaguar this and run over there and tell her Davin Lewis said to ask her this. To ask her, do she remember them times when motherfuckers used to be up there and they did full campaigns telling them, don't donate to Jaguar right now. I don't give a fuck what side of the fence you on. I ain't doing no shit like that. I ain't never. When I was beefing with Huggy, I was beefing with Huggy. I ain't telling niggas like, yo, don't go donate to her or go with that flag in her page. Shit, the bitch used to come in my chat room talking shit. I would just block her ass. Bitch come back with a fake profile. I block her. I'd be like, bitch, you come back here one more time. Motherfucker. And that's how we did it. But for the most part, motherfuckers kept it cordial. You know what I mean? She said some shit on the podcast about me. But even then, she kept it cordial to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because she could have said some other shit and she didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. But because other bitches would have been like, and a nigga, he tried to hold me, he tried to take me out the, you know, other bitches would have said shit like that because that's where we at in society nowadays. But she ain't do no shit like that. It was friendly fire, you know what I'm saying? But I watched subsequently after that when niggas started losing a little faith in her. Because this ain't the first time niggas started losing faith in her. This is the first time for y'all. Me and this chick, I've been acquaintance of this chick for 5 years, dog. One particular way or another. Like I said, a lot of people in here, they ain't gonna understand what I'm talking about because they part of that. They part of that regime that do that. But what I want to talk to these little dumb motherfuckers about is this. Your attention spans nowadays are the problems and what you pay attention to. What a lot of these guys pay attention to is they have small attention spans. So what they look for is the fluff in your conversation. So even if somebody's standing there and they staring at you as you talking, they looking for the fluff in your conversation. That's how the average urban vlogger looks at things nowadays. What are they saying? Oh, I know what they said right there. What they saying is Puff was on the boat that night. And that's probably why. You ever heard these conversations, right? These are theoretic conversations. You understand what I'm saying? Your mother's a goofy and a whore. Your mother's so pussy on the SSS stinker. You heard, MB? So, I mean, that's the average African-American man. They're the worst ones. Them and you know the episode of the Boondocks? And what was it called there? It was called Big Nigga and Crazy Bitch. Big Nigga and Crazy Bitch is a regular motherfucker now. Big Nigga and Crazy Bitch. These motherfuckers, they walk all around the internet acting like they tough or whatever. You know, they can beat everybody. It's like 3 niggas on here right now to be like, yo, I'm that nigga. Like, I'm gonna send my dudes over there with fake profiles. We gonna harass you all day. You know, I'm gonna write shit in your chat room. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do, man. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Ugly Pants sister, you stupid. But anyway, we can't put that on. You can't put that on the screen. We just use it as an example. But anyway, there's people out there that do stuff like that. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is, maybe it's just maybe you might want to walk it back for a minute. We're walking into a new constituency as far as presidents are concerned. Somebody asked me the other day too, what the fuck botano oil was. This is botano oil. You see this? This is botano oil. You can use it on your hair, your skin. This is moringa oil. This is specifically for your hair. Okay? All right, cool. Some doofy was like, oh, what the hell is botano oil? Key. I'm like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers is dumb, huh? I use this mostly for my beard and my eyes. My beard, if you're a man, because it don't matter where you shave or how you shave up, this shit gonna take care of you. Trust me, especially if you put it on right after you shave the first time. So when I'm growing a beard, I make sure to use this. Like I gotta shave this shit up, but I have to let this shit grow rough first. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. And tú sabes, la cubano la suavecito ahí. Ese pelo ahí, tú sabes, ¿no? ¿Ah? Esa está bueno ahí, ese que macho, ¿no? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I think it's no benefit moving forward, especially on this Trump constituency. The motherfuckers are still on here online arguing. I can't be no leader if I don't give leadership qualities and provide them. And what I'm telling y'all is, on the greater notion of things, regardless of how y'all feel individually about each other, even if y'all done the worst to each other, you know what I'm saying? There comes a moment where if you want to be, I think all of you want to be collectively successful with things. There's a particular vlog I don't like. Her name is Lisa Smells. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the chick at all. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate her. But if I saw her falling down a well, you understand what I'm saying? I would throw her a rope. You know what I'm saying? Because just because she said some shit don't mean she ain't worth saving. You understand? Y'all are at the contention nowadays where y'all think, okay, they disagreed with me, so they ain't worth saving. That's very different than somebody that comes into my chat room, says something obnoxious, and to think they're going to sit here and say more obnoxious shit. That's very different. You know what I'm saying? And I see y'all picks and choices. Y'all only picks and choices of niggas that look like y'all. And that's what really be confusing me. Like, I really don't have a place for dudes that hop online. It's just like with this whole Puff thing. With Diddy, it's like, I'll say it again. Y'all got more, how can I say, y'all got more gumption for this case than y'all do for subsequently 3 other cases that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Those cases include this. One, Weinstein is back on trial right here in New York, in the New York Tri-State area here. Who's the other one? The dude is the CEO for, was former CEO for Abercrombie and Fitch, which ironically enough, I used to wear their clothes. That is crazy. These are people that subsequently got cases going on alongside Puff, but you barely hear these people speak about that shit. You barely even hear them speak about what was his name, Luigi anymore. You know what I mean? I wasn't even interested in that case no more. Somebody was like, "Yo, just leave that alone." It was like you don't know where that's gonna lead. I said, "Yeah, you got a point there." You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of the chief guys there. You know, maybe later on, but as of right now, too much of an investigation phase for that type of case. That case should go somewhere else. But my point is, the only concentration they got on things is with people with their own. I'm 72 years old and pretty damn high. I don't want to hear about that. Get out of my chat room. Get out of my chat room. This is not a conversation for you. This is not a conversation for you. What's up, B? Why did you write 7 in there? Well, 7 what? 7 what? Somebody just wrote 7 in my chat room. That's what's up, though. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I could do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I want to do anything about it. That's where I've gotten with it. And there's a lot of people that think like me. So it's not just me that thinks like this. There's other people that think like this. It's like, how can you get along like this? Imagine it from my perspective. I gotta worry about racist white people. I gotta worry about racist foreigners. I gotta worry about people that's part of my other side of my culture that don't like me. I gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying? I always gotta worry about something. You feel me? So it's like, thank you, Lace Boggle. I always got to worry about something. You know what I'm saying? After a while, that make a person be like, yo, I can't trust none of y'all motherfuckers. The women, they ain't got my back. The dudes, they tell us they're gonna be jealous. They don't want you to get forward. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't get no financial. I get no financial support from black dudes. If I get financial support and it's from black people, it's from two types of black people: smart, intelligent black people, black people with common sense and all that in that measure. Two, black people are looking for something other than gossip and tea blogs. I noticed that. You know what I mean? I noticed that. And I noticed in the prosody, I got over 23,000 followers and only 10 people donate to me on a regular basis. The rest of them, they'll try to shame you for donations by asking for donations, but go to their favorite vloggers page and donate hundreds of dollars to them because they deliver and regurgitate and read articles about gossiping about somebody and bashing somebody. And particularly that person they're bashing is from their culture. Are you not following me here? So if you doing the dirty work and you are arguing internally, you understand? I don't have to worry about nothing if I'm one of the opposition. I just like let them niggas kill themselves. They on their way to doing it anyway. I like to consider myself pretty sharp on things. And saying that it's not a belligerent statement or a narcissist statement, is this is what it is. And I know what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is the total degradation of trust amongst your own people. Where 10 years ago, y'all motherfuckers was outside marching for Freddie Gray and Michael Brown. Now y'all would look at somebody and be like, just make a tweet about it. Just make a post about it. Y'all energy has been taken out of you. And it's been taken out of you so much, and your survival instincts are on so much that you're willing to succumb. You know, that's what a lot of animals do in the wild. There's some breed of animals that once food goes scarce, or like bears and tigers do this, believe it or not. Bears and tigers, Mr. Robbins, get off my channel. Bears and tigers, if there ain't enough food, they'll start eating each other or fight each other, kill each other, and they'll succumb and take the body. And that's what motherfuckers are doing now in the urban culture. They willing to take you out, bro, for the bigger part of them dinner. So all they gotta do is watch the first 48. Watch that show right there. It'll explain everything to you what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's why I say I don't just think these dudes I'm talking to, they ain't on the level I'm at, so they can't understand me. And this is like the 6th time somebody's told me that. They said, yo, son, like 90% of your audience ain't even get what you're saying. He said, especially when you take like little shortcuts and you say it, because they ain't familiar with that type of lifestyle. I say, yeah, I know, and I'm counting on that half of the time. You know what I'm saying? But the other half of the time, if you just talking to people that for the most, if y'all wonder what I'm doing, I'm rubbing Vaseline on my neck or whatever, because my beard is growing in. How can I say this without being insulting? I don't like what I'm seeing online with the urban community. I don't really trust the current urban community as far as like what they report on. I mean, if you watch, like, there's so much slavery going on with urban reporting that is ridiculous on YouTube. Like, for example, and other outlets. Like, for example, right? If all you motherfuckers are reporting on the same story at the same time for the benefit of likes and shares and views and cash apps based on the reciprocity and the timing of you putting up that article, that would lean to me to say, okay, that means the vehicle that's introducing all of us, our personalities here on their vehicle, that means the owners of that vehicle have some say in what goes out more and what doesn't go out. You understand it? To me, and I've said this before, I think that's one of the bigger problems now that we have at YouTube, alongside the fact that we need to charge monthly for this shit. You charge monthly for this, or any platform that you got stream from, start charging them $25 a month. You'll see all the riffraff gone. Average motherfucker don't even want to pay their phone bill, let alone $25 a month. They don't even want to pay $11 to get rid of the ads on here, let alone $25 a month. You understand what I'm saying? And you got another stream of revenue, different stream of revenue coming in. Because most of those people that are long-standing vloggers, they're not going to look at it and say, okay, I'm out of here. They're going to stay here, most of them, just like they did over at the other outlets when they started charging. So that's me, my thing. I think they should charge to use YouTube $20 to $25 a month. And that'll get rid of a lot of the trash. You got to realize a lot of the people over here, they preaching and making money off a platform that's free. You understand what I'm saying? Free. This joint free. You understand what I'm saying? This joint is free. You know what I mean? And so you battle that in. You battle in the riffraff you get. And this is the reason why you get all the riffraff you get on here too, because it's free. You know what I'm saying? This has been back in the day, and they say, hey, we handing out free turkeys over here in Nino Brown's house. They be over in Nino Brown's house too. You know, wherever something free, motherfuckers gonna show up. You understand me? Every time. Every time. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna show up. So whenever something's free, folks gonna show up. They're gonna show up in abundance. Once the fact you say, hey, we charging for this now, that's when you see them all dissipate. It's like going to a store and they have a 1-day sale. And you come the next day and you like, yo, yeah, no, it's back at the full price. That's what they need to do with YouTube. And they'll get rid of some of this riffraff. Even if you were a subscriber, you got to pay $10. Now, I don't say $5 a month to write comments. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the free subscriber, or you got to pay $2, $3. It needs to be a digital trail of you to the utmost, because what's happening is a lot of these people get on here, they make about 6 or 7 different fake profiles, right? Some people even make more than that, and they go from channel to channel to channel, and they'll listen to what this person say, listen to what that person say, then they'll run over, tell this person, and by the time it gets to this person, it's a different version or a different way to make them look like the victim. I've had that happen to me several times now. It's like, it's crazy on here. When you eliminate the riffraff and these people that are on here, in my opinion, that are the real agents, you know what I'm saying? I really think that. I really think some of these guys that are on here that are blogging, some of these guys that are on here that are doing what they're doing, for the most part, I really think they are working for something or somebody. Because what interest does it have or benefit does it have for you to get up on here and exclusively you don't have nobody to talk about for people of color every day? And people that look just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then another thing is guys like this. This dude wrote in my chat room named Buddy, do I suck toes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like weirdo shit. Like the men on here, especially, this is why you need, you ain't got to send me nothing, bro. And tell your mama go work on the block like she been doing. You understand what I'm saying? She still owe me $250. Where that bitch at? Matter of fact, I was waiting for you to show up anyway. Where that bitch at? She still owe me $250. I don't care if it's cold outside or not. Tell her stand on some bricks and rub her hands together. And don't you come back in until you got my $250. That's how I treat them hoe ass niggas. So that's how I treat them hoe ass niggas. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see something. He been here for 12 years, got 16 subscribers. That's why he mad. That's why he mad. You understand what I'm saying? She owe you 252. He said she owe me 250 quid as well. Well, my 250 quid. That's either quid or shillings. One of the two. I think that's quid. Yeah, that's EU currency. That's quid. That shit funny as hell. So we ain't sending you no money. That's what they specialize in. So there's 2 particular vloggers. I'm not gonna say their names, but it's 2 particular vloggers that when they all go down, they're gonna hit it. They're gonna get hit the most. So let me tell you their strategy. I'm not even gonna say their names because then they'll stop doing what they're doing. But listen, I want them to keep doing what they're doing for a reason. So listen, right? There's 2 particular vloggers I know. Actually, 3 of them. There's 3 particular vloggers or whatever, and one of them's a girl, 2 of them are guys. And this one girl and these 2 guys, the girl, she basically day sits there and pretend like she knows Puff and knows shit about Puff, da. She don't know nobody, she don't know any bad boy. That's just what she do because she need views. You understand what I'm saying? I hear you, man. I don't even live near a Target, motherfucker. That's him again. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, you have this little portly man. I'm gonna say that this little portly man, this little fat man, who's rather, oh my God, he's almost disgusting to look at. That's the best way I could put it. Like I don't know how anybody could sit there and look at. It's not even a man. It's like a pat. You remember the Pats on Saturday Night Live? Anybody remember that? I used to have this character on it when I was growing up. His name was Pat, and you couldn't tell if he was a man or a woman. And like he talked like a woman, but was kind of like looked like a man, but at the same time looked like a woman. It was like real weird. And they just called him Pat. Even Pat is a neutral name. So he's like a black Pat. You don't know what he is. You don't know if he's male or female. You don't know what he is. You know what I'm saying? Straight, gay. You don't know what he is. Well, what this man does is he very intriguingly goes around from profile to profile. I keep trying to tell y'all. A lot of people, as I'm speaking, y'all know who I'm talking about. He'll pop up in your chat. You'll be like, oh, why is he over here? Or he'll go live while you live or whatever, whatever. Or he'll go befriend somebody, be cool with him or whatever. The whole time he's sneaking, trying to benefit his own channel. He's a real cutthroat ass motherfucker, but he's a coward at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing worse than a cutthroat coward. You understand what I'm saying? Like they the scum of the earth. You understand what I'm saying? So he's invented now a couple of things because he's scared of me. So he invented a couple of things. Yes, you are, nigga. Shut up. So he invented a couple things in his lifestyle. It's very interesting. Number one, he'll go to people's profiles, have 6 or 7 different troll accounts and troll that person in particular, or whatever the case may be, for days on end. Some of it's to gather information, some of it's to flag your channel, some of it he'll write a message that's universal to everybody. This channel's going down. Anybody ever get that message? That was him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I've been listening to the motherfucker hear the nigga's voice talk shit about me for so many years and he don't even know me. Like, this man literally talked me into his life. He did not know who I was. I had never spoken to him priorly or nothing like that. He was interviewing one Jaguar Wright and just decided to mention my name at the end of the interview and the same shit he was doing back then. You understand what I'm saying? So this man went as far as when he knew I didn't like him, he went as far, this is a black dude. He went as far as to say, I'm going to follow him because I see 2 other bloggers flogging this dude and I do the same shit with them. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a pattern. And so these rather silly black women that sit over there with him, this is a pedigree already of silly black women, not a totality of silly black women, but these rather silly black women that sit over there and listen to him. These women are the cackling source. You know, these are women that believe they are high-end women and they deserve the world. And most of them are unattractive and most of them are quite boring. Most of them are quite just insincere on any actions they take. Well, they funnel and fume and feed this dude money. And in return, for the little bit of gossip he does in a female voice, they reward him with cash apps. You know what he does? He doesn't take that cash app and buy new equipment like I do. He doesn't take that cash app money and go and take and like, for example, the other night, one of my hold on one second. Can you say, no, you can go jump off a bridge though. Anyway, the other night, one of my donators donated something to me. They regularly donate to me. Out of 23,000 people, I have 7 people that donate to me. That shit is wild, but it is what it is. So I said, well, I owe them a show. Like I've always thought like that. Okay, I owe them a show. They donated to me. They trust me with their money. Now I owe them a show. This motherfucker, he don't even do that. He goes to the casino. I go to Trump Tower and do a live for 2 hours. He goes to the casino. Won't film nothing the whole weekend he's at the casino. This goes there and has a good time. Talking about he needs a vacation from his uncle's house. He needs a vacation from his uncle's house. While he's running online talking about, hey, this person's homeless. Like, this is the shit this man has said about me. He's been in private rooms where he thought he was in there by himself, and I went in there, and not just his room, but other rooms, talking about me like we know each other. We're not cool, homie. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. You know we not cool now. Like, you lucky if you make it down the block, you run into me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying my best to get you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not like, never mind, don't say that. But anyway, long story short, right? This is something this man has done for a year and a half. He ain't just did it to me. He didn't did it to Jaguar, right? He did it to several other podcasters or whatever, where he'll have him or 3 or 4 little bitches that help him. You understand what I'm saying? They'll come in. You know what I'm saying? Because they all them bitches, they ain't got shit going on in their channel. So they try to blow their channel up too. So they'll come in, they'll assist this motherfucker. And I'm like, what a bunch of weak ass bitches. Like, y'all letting this nigga lead y'all? And effectively, they letting I won't even call this man, because that's an insult. That's insulting the LBGTQ community over there. This thing is like a sissy. That's the best way I could put it. He's not even like necessarily, I guess, whatever. He's just a sissy. And that's different to me. Like a sissy is a person that's like, and that's no offense to anybody. A sissy is like a type of dude that's like, he talks like a female, always hanging with the girls, always talking to girls, always gossiping with girls. Ain't no man supposed to be sitting around gossiping all goddamn day or whatever. That's why some of these old niggas that used to be the real niggas, I look at them as they fake niggas now. A lot of y'all. A lot of y'all. I'm talking about in the music industry. Yes. Formerly, currently, whatever. A lot of y'all like that. Like sissy ass motherfuckers. Like a lot of y'all niggas could have avoided this scrutiny. It's gonna come to a lot more of y'all artists. Y'all could have avoided this scrutiny by just being a little bit more jovial with your money. You know what the kick in the back was during the pandemic? Now, I always, for the most part, hold down pup on most shit. But let me tell you where you fucked up at. It was during, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean by perception. That's what I mean by that. Puff fucked up when it was during the virus thing going on. Y'all remember that? And him, Nas, Mary J. Blige, and all y'all went down to the spot. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all went down there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was on the beach. Y'all was looking real nice. So everybody else was messed up. You know, it kind of remind me of King of New York. Huh? You guys got fat while everybody else starved, huh? You got fat while everybody else starved, So I don't know what this motherfucker wrote, but I don't want you in here. I don't want no nigga named Dirtbag Dustin in my chat room. Anyway, long story short, there was enough money circulated. And niggas would be like, oh, well, why you saying that? They used to say that to me, believe it or not. They used to be like, yo, why you saying that? Now you got thousands of people that want money. So it's just me that's wrong, right? It's just me. Just me. Now I see things before they happen because I'm smart like that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's some niggas out here could be billionaires right now if they would have fucking listened to me. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna look back at it and be like, damn, we should have listened to Pro. He might have had a point. You know what I'm saying? He might have had a point. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, we still gonna stick by Capo until the decision comes through, regardless. But niggas, when you're worth $1 billion, people are looking for you visually to hand money out. People are looking for you, as much as it hurts, people are looking for you visually to help people out. And this is the accomplishment of their arguments now online. And that's why it's so easy for them to form these arguments. So if you're not listening, what's coming out of the common man's mouth, not the nigga that's been around in the industry like us, but the common man's mouth is these same rhetorics. And there's a reason I know this because I'm always around common niggas. Always been in the hood. Even when I was still working at Bad Boy, I would go after work and go hang over in the projects with friends. To 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and be like, all right, I gotta be out. Y'all gotta go on the train. Where you going? No, man. Nowhere. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth. So, and any of my friends that know me know this is the truth. They've been in here in the chat room before. That's why I can openly say that like that. So, I was never on no Hollywood shit, really. I was never on no superstar shit, really. I was always hanging with common people, and I've always been like that. So, and I think that comes from my mother and my father. They was like that. And so that's why when I talk about these pro-black movements and all that shit, I know the reality of that. My aunt had a public access channel that lasted maybe a year and a half. It was the same shit that goes on with me. Nobody wanted to fund it. Most of the reason probably behind that was because she was light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And it was a time in this country, boy, they ain't like light skinned women. You was the enemy if you was a light skinned woman. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you used to be able to have a process, which is no different than now when you're sitting in the cash app or something like that. The process back then used to be you could mail in a donation or whatever because it was a public access channel. But now, between the women, and let me coattail this a little bit. Between the women and the nasty men that be on here, whatever, that's their dedication to be a superstar on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is new Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's just pathetic to me. I mean, how do I look at a dude that's like, let's say you 20 something years old or however old you are, right? And you on YouTube. Like if you over 25, let's say, and then like even more so, like this one podcast I was talking about, he's 35 years old, 37 years old, depending on who you ask. You know what I'm saying? I think he's more 37 years old because he be trying to play it off like he 20, like he's 16 years old or some shit like that. Like he acts like a 16-year-old. He carries himself like a 16-year-old schoolgirl, that is, though. And he kind of talks like this. He has one of those voices. Well, I don't know. I kind of think so. And then I think, you got that list. I kind of think so. But what do you think, Couture? I don't know. He's like, and I'm such a victim. And all these people are attacking me. And I'm like, what did I do? This is a spiel he runs on his channel every day to get empathy. And these dumb bitches is over there to follow him. They give him donations based off this. Like he's basically the bitch baby of the crew. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I don't do empathy. I don't do empathy posts. I don't really give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I know after 5 years, these niggas do not fuck with you. When you talking to niggas, you talking to niggas as a conduit of potential customers for Google. I don't even look at people on here as real people no more, except for the people I know. There's some people that have been on here like last podcast I had the old girl Ahmad L. Who else can I say? I said the old girl Ahmad L. Grant, couple other ones, you know what I'm saying? A couple other ones. Your mother zesty and your mother smells. You zesty. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? You sitting up here watching another nigga in his motherfucking movements and shit like that, nigga. It seemed like to me you trying to pan the girl some motherfucking format. Now look here, pork chop. Yes, I'm talking about you, nigga. I'm talking about how you go from podcast to podcast, just like with you and them 3 other bitches you roll with, and fuck them too. And you run from everybody's podcast talking shit about everybody, but shit gonna go down with you soon enough, fat boy. All right, shit gonna go down with you soon enough. And before I get you up out of here, I hope you can afford it. Tell your uncle to help you out. You understand what I'm saying? Tell your uncle to help you out. Tell your uncle to help you out. You know what I'm saying? He got it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm into. I'm into breaking niggas' family support. You know what I'm saying? You don't know listen, man, you do not know what go through my mind. You know what I'm saying? I punish niggas like Latinos, nigga. I don't punish niggas like black niggas. These niggas be trying to fight with me and argue with me like a black nigga. Like, nah, nigga. Nah, I want to break your family apart. I want to make sure your family is staggered. You understand what I'm saying? I want to make sure you niggas can't even afford oodles and noodles. I want you fucking torn apart, nigga. Like, you're not going to go to this as I go. Like, trust me on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking about some violent shit either. No. I want everything from you. I want everything from you. I told a nigga that before. I was like, he was talking about Cardi B. I was like, yo, Cardi B gonna eat that chick up. I was like, I know how, especially Dominican girls, just in general, Dominican people in general, like, nigga, no, I want everything. I want everything. I want your soul. I want your heart. I want everything, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want your kids starving. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I want to be able to enjoy watching them starve. No, I'm dead serious. We're hungry, so good luck, kids. For fucking real. Because you know why I feel like that? Because I feel like if you're the type of person to go around just randomly fucking with people on behest of somebody else, you're a weak individual. That's for one. But two, you understand what I'm saying? You deserve everything that comes your way. If y'all wondering what I'm putting on my face, this is moringa oil. Yeah, you got to keep this shit real. You know what I'm saying? So this is like beard oil / some other type of oil, hair growth oil. Like I use this on my hair too. Like I see I'm wearing my hair again. You know what I'm saying? That's my hair. Niggas want to see my hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's coming in. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely. It ain't what's the name ready though. You know what I mean? Yeah. I told people that, man. I grew up with stuff like that. I gotta give me some black seed oil because I'm congested a little bit. I'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been, man, all that stuff since I was a kid. Like, you name it. Black seed oil, eucalyptus oil, all that shit. My mother used to have all that shit. Like, that's what she was into. You know what I mean? She was into that real, like, pro-black type shit or whatever. And I think she saw the point too. Now, this shit is not real. You know what I mean? This shit is like a popularity tool. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find that out when you try to enact on something. Like look at even with most of these crowds, when they do invest in something, look what they invest in. Like I'll give you an example. This is the type of stuff that Black Americans that are in this podcast realm. This is what they support, and then later on, they get mad when they find out they got done wrong. So, for example, y'all remember Nature Boy? Remember him? Nature Boy was running around from country to country. He went everywhere. They went to El Salvador. What was the name of them people? Anybody remember the name of their little group? It was called Carbon Nation. That was the name of it. And so they went from island to island. They went to Dominican Republic. They was get kicked out of islands for being nasty and filthy and suspicious, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't the FBI. Anyway, these niggas, right? They finally kept on getting money so much that they came to suspicion of like FBI and other people, whatever. Like one time, one of them got $25,000. He took him in this whole camp down there. Basically, one thing he was doing was down there, schmutting it out on the island, giving each other STDs from what the streets say. And so I was like, yo, that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? But then there was another, who else was it? It was another one too. They gave this chick the other night, they gave her $40,000. What's the chick's name? Oh yeah, the chick that y'all ain't hear about that? Like this is what I'm talking about. Like for example, did y'all hear about the chick that was twerking on I think it was Delta Airlines? She did the twerking video and then they fired her when they found the twerking video. Oh, I think she did it on TikTok too, which was wild because that shit would have been gone and she would have been fired. That's wild when I think about it. In a normal world, that shit would have been out for Trump and that timing, you know what I mean? But she did a TikTok video and she was twerking in the video, right? And she had a stewardess outfit on the plane and she was twerking. So they fired her. You understand what I'm saying? Now get what I'm saying here. They fired her, and everybody said because she made a twerking video and her job, you understand what I'm saying? The community said, let's get together and help this poor twerking stewardess that just gave up a very good job for a fucking TikTok video. She couldn't wait to get home to make the TikTok video. She couldn't wait till she got on break to make the TikTok video. She couldn't wait till she got on board and she could have did it in the back in the stewardess area. No, she said right now, I gotta do this TikTok video. And she didn't realize that the whole plane was getting filled. So people started raising money for her. Y'all ain't hear me, huh? People started raising money for the fired twerker. This is where the black dollar go. That's why we trying to tell you all that African American black dollar book. Throw that shit out the window. They're not structured like that. No offense to African American. They're not structured like that. They're structured for individualism. Neely Fuller said it. The Honorable Drew Ali, he might as well have said it. The Noble Drew Ali might as well have said it. James Baldwin said it. They're not positioned because they've never been in that type of system, so they're individualists. The only time they'll come together in a connotation of being together is if they see something in the end of it is a benefit to them as well. Meaning that they will only jump on your podcast and talk about you in a good, fruitful way because they see something out of it is going to make you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to make them resonate and make some money. You understand? So, for example, if I run a podcast and say I'm from Canada and I run a podcast and I admittedly say on my podcast, yeah, I talk about this such and such character because it brings me money. Yeah, I talk about such and such because it brings me views. If I was such and such they would talk about, I'd be like, you know what, I don't fuck with you no more. What you breaking me off? You getting bread, told on me, what you breaking me off? Nothing. Individualism versus collectives. They're not a collective. I keep trying to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So when I say, yeah, Stringer Bell like the name, not a traitor, not any of that shit. I've never been called any of that shit. Niggas be on here, that's another thing too. Niggas be on here making shit up about you, giving their own definitions of what they think. Now, Stringer Bell from the Wire was built and pent on, and really it's something else. It's Stringer Bell from the Wire, is the way it's spelled. That's my singing name. But anyway, long story short, Stringer Bell was like the street dude, ran the organization, but at the same time, he was second in line to Avon. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying? He was smart and he was street. So that's who Stringer Bell is to me. Also, we have other characters, Brother Mazan. Only character I think we don't have is an Omar. You know what I mean? So I'll leave that like that. But yeah, it's a very wonderful series. You should watch it sometime if you never got the chance. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on. It be right there. Anyway, so moving on. I've seen a collective of people get on here and they talk about everybody and string about everybody. But the real fact of the matter is, when you're talking about all this together shit, what are you together on? You're together when you're gossiping about somebody, or y'all together when you're trying to tear somebody down within your own culture because you believe something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen so many motherfucking proponents for the police in years on these black channels. Y'all ever notice that? That's a new phrase nowadays. You going to jail. They need to be in jail. Anybody say that, stay the fuck away from me. Stay the fuck away from me. I don't sit around nobody. Unless you a child molester or something like that. I ain't sitting around no motherfucking body screaming that shit all day. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't sitting around nobody selling about that all day. And you have about very few people that want to be in these conversations. They don't want to be in these conversations like this because it goes against everything that they currently got going on. As simple as that. It goes against everything they currently got going on. And most of these people, what they got going on is the same fuck shit that I'm explaining to y'all. These people get on here, they start rumors about people, they tell people don't donate to people. I heard somebody just today telling her audience, listen, don't go. And actually it was who was it? I'm trying to think who it was, because I remember hearing that shit. It might have been the day or the day before yesterday, something like that. And I heard a motherfucker say some shit like that. It was like, yo, that don't mean go harass people and da 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 da. I was like, wow. So you aware of it too. You know what I'm saying? That you got these basically these, I don't know, communist, Marxist type of blacks that are out here online, and communist, Marxist, Latinos too, and whites that are online. But I'm particularly just saying brown and black because that's who they seem to pay attention to, is other brown and black people. They don't really pay attention to nobody of many other culture. They only pay attention to their own, which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. A lot of y'all ain't gonna get what I'm saying. I don't care. It's on you. This one I won't get a lot of views because what I'm talking about right now burns some people. Some people, this is how they carry themselves here on YouTube. They gotta be talking about somebody. Watch the subject matters of the people you watching tonight. Watch the subject matters of the people you watching tonight. It'll tell you a lot right there. It'd be like, you know what? For the past 3 weeks, this person ain't talked about nobody but Diddy. They ain't never talked about nothing in their personal life. They ain't talked about none of their hips, haps, whatever, whatever. That's why I do shows like this sometimes. I just like right now, if y'all wonder what this show is about, it's just the behavior of urban American vloggers and urban American audiences. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. Like, y'all harassing people, trying to flag people's channels, going in secret spaces behind paywalls, telling niggas this, that, and the other, rewriting motherfuckers' history for them. I had a nigga tell his whole audience who the fuck I was, and he ain't never met. He live in California, never met me a day in his life. He went to his audience and was bold enough to tell, and he's this and he's that, and according to this person who I don't talk to anymore, she said this and blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, this is a thirsty, whack ass motherfucker right here. That's why I found out that he was such a bitch that, you know what I'm saying? You look like a nigga from the hood. Okay, that's good, man. Is that supposed to make me feel a certain way? So I'm like, I don't know, man. Like it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh god. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you, man. I got you, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some more of a lavish urban crowd. They make jokes like 14-year-olds. That's why I'd be like, yeah, yeah, all right, man. Yeah, sure, man. You think I'm worried about what another man got to say about me? That's the ultimate. Like, y'all be talking about this gay shit all the time. That's the ultimate gay shit to me right there. That's the ultimate gay shit. When you're pointing out something about another man and nobody asked you. When you point out the attributes of another man, or you looking at another man and you looking at him like in a sexual way, or when you come into some man's fucking chat room and you writing oil up. Like, who the fuck does that? A nigga came in my chat room and wrote oil up. I swear to God on everything. You know what I'm saying? And done it subsequently a couple times. I'm like, okay, you a dude and you telling another man to oil up. So, like I said, that's a whole nother conversation. I done had that one. You know what I mean? But like what I'm trying to tell you is these people are not equipped for war, dog. And they screaming war. They're not equipped for war. You got motherfucking all them houses burned down there in Altadena, and a nigga went out there with a motherfucking bike. Check out and see what the damage is, see how you can help. And the motherfucker went out there with a bicycle to see what they could do to help. You understand what I'm saying? From that FBA and that ADOS bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. Y'all under the tester right now. Don't even see it. Instead of these motherfuckers going out there to help and making sure somebody film it when they help, they sitting back planning their next conviction. Well, we're having the next convention. Well, the tickets go on sale January 20th. So make sure everybody knows on the website. That's what those little monikers are used for. To sell tickets for fucking lectures and shit like that. I ain't seen this shit done with voice walkers. Man, voice walkers used to do that same bullshit. We got the such and such academy. It's on dot what the fuck dot com. And then 3 days later we got the the what's the name boot camp. You know what I'm saying? You catch that at such and such dot com. You know what I'm saying? That plan is going for $49 for introductory. But what we got going right now is we're going to give it to you right now and only now for $25. You know what I'm saying? Snake oil salesman. At least I can say about Boyce Watkins, at least his some of his things did work out. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? He even actually have some people that were successful. So I ain't going to trash him like that. You know what I'm saying? But he got another bitch on there. What her name? The Vicky bitch. She's still on there with them long ass fucking dried out weeds. Hey Vicky, how you doing, pussy? Not pussy, posse. She look like she got a posse. She ain't got a vagina. She got a posse. All right. She got a posse. Oh man. Yeah, so there's another blogger that's on here. His name is O'Shea Duke Jackson. Y'all familiar with him? I actually like O'Shea Duke Jackson. I really do. I sincerely like him. I think he's a bit of a cocksucker though sometimes when he does this one type of reporting, and I just think it's a big mistake for him doing that. But I allow him to do it, and I don't say nothing about it because it's his draw. He does this thing where if he sees a black dude dating a white chick, he's got to make a podcast about it and show his faithfulness to the black community. I can't let this go down. This is a black man dating a white woman. And Those are usually the first niggas that really want, and behind everything, they really want some white vajay. They're just too afraid to say it. You know what I'm saying? So he'll get on his podcast. He'll say, yeah, these people are down bad because he dated a white girl, But he'll never, rarely point out the times. And he'll do a couple posts about it, but it's not in the same velocity. He won't ever point out like how the black girls and the Latin girls have a hard time with the white dudes they date. These dudes will divorce these chicks and like take everything they got. I was mentioning what happened to, and I heard somebody try to repeat what I said the other night. How's first brother fucking said it, but that's what's up. I know you watch me now. Halle Berry, they ran Halle Berry through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? As far as divorces and shit like that. So it's shit. I don't know, man. These people don't understand. They really don't. What type of crowd? Let me ask y'all a question, right? Fuck this conversation because these people are not gonna get it. Like, I started to learn something. So a couple of things. These people are not gonna get it. We pumped for this shit. Who pumped for this shit? I'm not pumped for this shit. I'm pumped for getting away probably from YouTube in a minute. Like, this shit is corny. Like, you have to be a bitch ass nigga, a gossiping ass nigga, suck ass nigga, snitch ass nigga to really make any traction on here. Because the women, they are so much of the pomposity that they want the men to be up under them that even the strong niggas that were once before have now folded to the guild and basically bitches. Meaning that these niggas will come to the defense of a bitch before they come to the defense of their own brothers. And you need a nigga to come to the defense of their brothers on the battlefield. The bitches stay in the back with the kids under the hay and under protection of the motherfucking guard. See, these niggas are not prepared. I'm trying to tell you, man. I come from a military family. These niggas are not prepared. Trust me. And not prepared. They're not prepared. And that's why they can't even strategize a situation to get themselves out of the situation. So what am I supposed to do anymore? I've done my part. You know what I'm saying? You can't say shit to me. I've done every bit of my part. So at the end of the day, the way I feel is if you're a motherfucking black person and you come in here talking the shit you talking to me or whatever, whatever, what you really should do is go back and look at my works on my page as well as you looking at this video real quick, and you'll see, oh, okay, I think there is something wrong here. Because I've had several people say that to me. They're like, that's kind of odd. He's saying that now, but I remember him a year ago, 2 years ago. I said, yo, this is where the accumulation of us come to. These niggas don't only donate to people that's gossiping. That's what I'm trying to tell you about American blacks. They are so literally fizzed out that they only donate to people that are gossiping. If you're not bashing somebody that looks just like them, they're not giving you a goddamn dime. You understand what I'm saying? They're not giving you a dime. He said, damn, bro, that's crazy. Keep holding it down. I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. I don't even look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're black or Latino and you're on here vlogging, niggas gonna always have some well encouraging words. You know what I'm saying? Last week I did, but out of 23,000 people, I think this is the problem with me. I'm talking to Mimi Soda. I can answer that question, Mimo Soda. I think with me it is blacks and Latinos have a problem with me. You understand what I'm saying? And how I say things. I just say things very plainly. You know, like when I'm around my friends, you hear me talk to my friends, I talk very plainly. I don't try to articulate bullshit, as I say. Like a lot of people, they'll try to articulate something to sell you some bullshit. Like it's like kind of like when you go buy a car. Yeah, and the car's got like 35,000 miles on it, and it's beautiful and it's adjustable. And what you could do, you could take that. I don't do all that shit. I don't do all that because I find people like that dishonest. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, if you're like me, you speak plain spoken. One time in this country, it would be welcome. Now it's not welcome. Now they want you to sound like a robot. That's why you hear most of these podcasters, they sound like fucking robots. They all sound the same. Niggas change their octave depending on who's interviewing them. You understand what I'm saying? If they're getting interviewed by somebody white, they talk one way. They're getting interviewed by somebody black, they talk another way. I be around major fucking media and they've been on this camera with me. And we're lying, guys. I've had people from CNN, Fox, and everywhere else. I know people at almost every news agency you could think of, because we've always worked with them doing something, whether it's Rock the Vote campaign, whatever. I mean, people that go back years with me. And so that wasn't a hard fix for me. But making the transition into trying to do that type of work. My point is, with knowing those type of people, I don't know any of those people that would pay attention to half of these YouTubers. Even I heard somebody say the other day they got a what's the name, an interview with somebody. I said, you couldn't have been interviewing her off that shit she got on her page. Yeah, it ends up in a riff. See what Screwhouse said the same thing. Yeah, people don't like that. They like people that lie to them. They lie to people. I was mentioning earlier, if you guys were here or not, the average person that makes the most money here on YouTube. And my page, like I said, I got products over here, as you can see, they're for sale. I've got that's my Cash App right there, whatever. I can do a lot, sometimes 2 or 3 hours. I won't have one person donate to me. The other night I was at fucking Trump Tower for these motherfuckers. Now, one person, including the Trump supporters that come in here and write Trump 2024. I thought for sure you motherfuckers were gonna be ecstatic. That shit's fake too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was up at Trump Tower the day of the day he got picked, and this past November. You know what I'm saying? Same thing then. We got 2 donations. So what happens is, I think a lot of times with my material, a lot of these niggas are jealous of my material. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the same shit. If you go to their page, what you go see is video after video after video after video after video of them sitting in their room. You don't see them moving nowhere. And then even the other night when I was doing a live before I went to Trump Tower, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? First of all, let me make this little call and let niggas know I'm gonna be up there, because that should be crazy. I had somebody in my chat who was like, Trump ain't paying attention to you. I'm like, bitch, I've been coming up here for 5 fucking years. I took people on tours in here. People in and talk to me that know my face and everything else. I had people on camera, staff on camera. You know what I'm saying? Literally, who remember that podcast when I did that? You know what I'm saying? Because people was like, you don't know nobody. I was like, no, all these motherfuckers know, because I used to live on the street. I literally used to live on Fifth Ave. And that's like hard for motherfuckers to believe. Like, know what I'm saying? It's hard to believe I worked for a record company for 17. No, that's your own inadequacies and your own failures and your own feelings unaccomplished. And some of y'all motherfuckers is 35, 40, 45 fucking years old, ain't accomplished as much as I have in the same amount of time. And you try to pretend vehicle YouTube being explained to try to go back in time and rewrite your motherfucking swag. You can't rewrite swag, nigga. Either you had it or you didn't. Now you should have been thinking about your decisions then. So if you 20, 21, 22, 23, I was thinking about my decisions back then. You need to be thinking about your decisions right now if you want to write your chapters and etch them in the stone. Don't be like these motherfuckers that's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, even 60 years old, hopping on YouTube, ain't got shit really to talk about but regurgitated shit they didn't read in the article. There's a bitch right now that don't live nowhere near New York City, but every day she want to be the expertise on motherfucking Puff. I'm like, how, bitch? And everything you see from her is never no inside information. It's never something that's what's the name or whatever. It's always just an article. She translates the article, regurgitates it, and tries to make it into something that it's not. And people over there supporting that shit. So that's why I try to tell y'all, like, don't really pay attention to like a lot of these YouTubers. Do it at your own discretion. I'm fed up with it. And that's why I have conversations like this at least once a week. These niggas ain't do nothing. They ain't do your part with the fires. It was motherfuckers that were taking time out. Let me tell you something. Doing the fires, the wildfires was happening out there in California. I keep on bringing this up because one of the homies is from Altadena and Pasadena, and I take a liking to them fellas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 5150. Shout out Craig Facts. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. I seen niggas take more time out. And this is real talk, all right? Listen to this. I seen niggas take more time out to make parody videos of rich people. And I know y'all seen this too. Rich people losing their houses in California. But unbeknownst to them, in the hoods and everywhere else, black people were losing their houses too. So while you was wasting time making videos trying to be funny, gain some views when people losing their house, whether black, white, rich, or poor, right? I saw one today where somebody made one of J-Lo and took it. They had J-Lo picking up a Grammy out of fire ashes. I was like, first of all, is anybody think about it? When you say a motherfucker kind of sick if they do some shit like that? If somebody go out of their way and put a video together about fire victims losing their homes, whether they rich, poor, whatever, don't you think somebody a little demented doing that? And see, y'all have now made it a normalcy that some of this behavior that goes on YouTube is acceptable. Okay, it's acceptable once you're in front of this camera. We get off this camera, homie. It might be something else. You know what I'm saying? There's been people that have been really hurt off of YouTube and social media apps. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You especially got to be careful when you just loosely talking to niggas you don't fucking know. That's a big problem for me, too. I'm like, son, do you know what I can happen? What I'm saying is, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be careful what y'all say to people. And don't take any advantage just because you see somebody and they look a certain way. You're like, well, they ain't with the niggas I look. That be the nigga that get you. That's why I took a liking to Vaughn and Lil Reese and all them niggas. I said, oh, them niggas like me. They dumb stupid with it, but they, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay. It's my kind of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk. You ain't think that about him? Dirt pussy. All right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I go to that. I'm not sitting up here tongue wrestling with niggas. Some of you, I'll do this, I'll do that. Nah, nigga, you know what it is. You know the vibes. Like, we ain't got to talk no more. We ain't talk no more. We don't keep saying the same shit for. For what? For what? Huh? You don't do that? Saying the same shit for what? What this nigga wrote? Niggas be dropping us the scuba luluba or loopy. I ain't gonna block you for that one. That was funny. That was funny. Some jokes I allow, you know what I mean? Like some jokes I allow stay up in here. That was funny. That was funny, G. That was funny. That was actually funny. But no, real talk though, man. There's a lot of people out here nowadays that coincidentally for some reason or another feel like they can say whatever they want to people, do whatever. I'm telling you, man, stop playing with people, man, especially people you don't know. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm trying to tell you, stop playing with people you don't know. I don't know what gives y'all this thing where y'all got a crystal ball. Y'all like, oh, well, you know what? I can get him figured out. I got him figured out. He's the type that likes to. I had somebody come in here the other day and me and say, you got a prison mentality. I said, bitch, What the fuck are you talking about? And so then I got articulate on the bitch. And then all of a sudden things change. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't had nothing to say. I don't know what. What do I not know? What do I not know? What do I not know? That's a cute name too. What do I not know? Hurry up. Tell me quickly. Boy, you gotta be quick at this game. I don't know what. All right, cool, man. That's what's up. 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 I'm not worried about no nigga that come into my chat room and you can't show your real face in a profile. You can't stand on your shit like a man. I already know you pussy. End of stuff. End of discussion. If I come into your chat room, I got something to say to you. Best believe I'm coming in there and I done it. I done did it at Anton LaVey Atwood's page. I done did it at Huggy's page. Huggy come over here. See, that's when we got something in line. Me and Huggy the same on that one. Nah, nigga, it was me. It was me. I done pulled up on niggas out of town, all kinds of shit. Like, it was me. You know what I'm saying? It was me. I want you to know it was me. I'm not gonna hide behind a fake profile. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yo, type this or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I want you to know it was me. And if I hear you repeating the words on your fucking podcast, please be assured I'm a right in that motherfucker while you copying me. That's the other thing too. I want to talk about the parrot obstacle of these motherfuckers. Very important literature here. The other part of these urban podcasts that you get nowadays is a lot of them are fucking parrots and parakeets. Let me tell you what I mean by parrots and parakeets. So basically, what most of these vloggers, especially the ones that's been on here for say more than 2 or 3 years, what they're betting on is their crowd, or if they start a rumor that's big enough, what's going to happen is other people are going to go like parrots and start repeating it. You understand what I'm saying? Hence, parakeets. So what they do is they put shit in like little forums on places like, I don't know, what do you want to say? Like their membership pages, that's the biggest place right there. Membership pages, Patreon, and what's the other shit? Discord. I had a whole fucking conversation, and nigga, I thought a nigga was cool with me. Within the whole shit, these niggas was in there talking dumb shit about me, son. I was like, yo, unwarranted shit. Like, I like literally, and this is why I stopped fucking with YouTube niggas. I was like, I will never fuck with none of these niggas no more. Like, don't come to me asking me for no fucking nothing. I don't want to talk to none of these niggas. Keep this shit the way you had it. Like, a nigga was cool with me. I thought he was cool, whatever. What I really found out was, the nigga, he just the type of nigga that just like, he want to get his story, stop fucking with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't friends, nothing like that. I said, all right, well, just tell me that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this is tri-state, man. I know niggas like that. Some nigga wrote, I feel the urge to call you N-word, but I'm stronger than that, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you call who, man. I don't even know you. Like, what? Let me ask you this before I block you up out of here. Why the fuck would you think that I give a shit? Listen, man, I fuck bad bitches, nigga. I done had bad bitches up on here. So what the fuck make you think that a nigga that ain't supporting me, ain't one of my friends, that I'll be worried about any fucking thing you have to say in your little closed off mind? Well, nigga, the hood, nigga, I don't live in the hood. Fuck your life, nigga. The fuck you talking about? That's why I be trying to tell you, be trying to have these little royal court orders. I feel so much of the need. I don't like what you said. And like, you bitch. The fuck? The fuck? I don't give a fuck, bro. And out here today. That was a man. Y'all realize that? That wasn't a chick I was on. That was a fucking man. That was a man. And just because everybody wants to talk like this all the time, they want to talk all about that, and I believe, and using all these extra words that ain't even fucking needed, and then they look at you, well, if you don't use extra words like we do, and you don't talk exactly like we do, that is a fucking motherfucker trying to drive you into slavery. Any nigga that says, yo, I'm not going to have a conversation, let me tell you something. I'm going to say this, I don't know what happened to him, but over there at Anton LaVey Atwood's page, right, he had a guy over there, I think his name was Lionel. Only guy over there I've seen that was ever worth a shit on that show. You understand what I'm saying? Only guy I ever seen over there that was worth a shit and it was a benefit to that show over there. I like that guy. Lionel, older gentleman or whatever, used to be a prosecutor, yeah? That fucker used to come on there and spit what he spit. And that don't mean you got to go call the nigga and bring him on your show now either, you eavesdropping motherfucker. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I like the guy. I like the guy was sharp. And so I listened to him and I listened to everything he had to say or whatever the case may be. And he didn't articulate every fucking thing. Usually people that over articulate shit or whatever, they're trying to give you the symmetry and the imagery that they're smarter than what they actually are. That's what type of people do that. I went to college with people like that. So when you get into a real collegiate environment, listen, go look this up right now. I want you to Google this right now. What do clinical psychologists say of people that curse? And you getting it for saying that shit. Go look right now on Google and tell me what clinical psychiatrists say about people that curse often. Go ahead. Since you're so fucking smart, right? Everybody's fucking smart, right? Go look that up. I can say stuff to you guys that will blow your fucking mind. You wouldn't even be able to keep up on it. That's not my purpose here. I'm not a fucking teacher. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my tablet, so if y'all wonder what I'm doing. I'm not a teacher, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got the wrong guy for that one. Well, let's see what it says. Got my little device here. Let's see what clinical psychiatry. I already know, because I'm not like one of these Google niggas. I don't have to Google shit. It's all memorized. I've known this stuff since I was younger. Hence the name professional. All right. Psychology. People. Oh, you spell like that. Okay, so there it is right there. So you see, okay, and I'm gonna read it all for you. According to psychology, oops. I think I was showing y'all the wrong place. It's right here. That was one too, but this was more detailed. So y'all know I ain't bringing y'all no BS. Okay? All right. According to psychology, people who curse a lot and often do so as a way to express their strong emotions, manage stress, assert dominance, or simply reflect their personality. With research suggesting that frequent swearing can sometimes be linked to higher levels of honesty and lower levels of anxiety through context and social norms play a significant role in interpreting this behavior. Meaning you have to be smart enough to pick up on this behavior. Hence why I said, how intelligent are you actually? What I find is the more mediocre, subline, contemptuous to sit back. I've never had to act like that in my life, and I've been working around multimillionaires since I was 20, going on 21 years old with BMG, Arista, and Endoscope. I've always been around white gentlemen, a higher capacity than these white gentlemen that I'm talking about. To be honest with you, some of you white gentlemen that have something to say to me or about me is a motherfucking embarrassment because I done had bigger white men than you talk about me. Let us continue. Emotional outlet. Cursing can act as a release valve for strong emotions like anger, frustration, or pain, providing a way to express oneself with other words that may not be significant. And that's probably when you're angry. Social bonding. In certain social groups, swearing can be used to build a kind of camaraderie and create a sense of belonging. Stress management. Study has shown that swearing can sometimes have a pain relieving effect and help manage stress levels. Personality traits. Research suggested a possible link between frequent swearing and personality traits like extroversion and openness to experience. Sounds like everything here about swearing ain't too bad, huh? Power dynamics. Use of curse words can be used to assert dominance or imitate others in certain situations. Doesn't sound like cursing is too bad for me. Context matter. Interpretation of cursing heavily depends on the context, social setting, and relationship between the individuals. I will agree with that. Potential negative aspects of excessive cursing. Negative self-talk. Cursing excessively at oneself can contribute. That's a crazy motherfucker right there. If you curse it to yourself, we gonna skip that one. Oh, she wrote Diddy in here. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. So you so original. Anyway, impact on relationships. Excessive cursing can strain relationships if used aggressively towards others. That's crazy, right? Research has also found an association between profanity and honesty. The results of a study from 2017 indicated that people who curse more tend to lie less in an interpersonal level. Intuitively thinking is that if you express your emotions with powerful words, seem to be because you are expressing them honestly. I'll say it for you one more time. And here it is right here, so you can see for yourself. Go ahead and read it for yourself if you need to. And I'll say one more time. Research has also found an association between profanity and honesty. The results of a study from a 2017 indicated study that people who curse more tend to lie less at an interpersonal level. Intuitively thinking, if you express your emotions while powerful words seem to be because you are expressing them honestly. Huh? Seems like that decks out the ones that you were talking about, huh? Boys and girls. Shall we continue? Swearing refers to a specific emotionally loaded or negatively charged terms that have potential to be offensive or inappropriate. Swear words are considered taboo in any language, and we grow up being discouraged by using them. However, the psychological impact of swearing is immense. But curse words are powerful. They are used to indicate the host of emotions from anger, frustration, rage, surprise, joy, excitement. Research says that it produces a range of psychological, physiopsychological, and emotional effects. It can eventually be beneficial in certain ways. Despite being taught not to curse throughout our childhoods, a lot of adults resort to cursing. However, research shows that it might not be such a bad thing. Let's see some of the things that which people are saying. Swearing impacts brain activity. So now we're talking about brain activity. We tend to swear in two distinctive scenarios. Two kinds of swearing are first, ones that result from annoyance, such as yelling curse words when you're stubbed your toe. For example, the purpose of any kind of primarily personal interaction. It provides emotional relief and is a form of stress management. Second, social swearing. Its purpose is usually interpersonal and serves as a function of group bonding. Okay, features and benefits of swearing. A sign of intelligence. I can't lie. That's what it says right there. You see that? A sign of intelligence. Let's break down all these goofy motherfuckers. These things are goofies. They're not smart as they think they are. Usually, society considers swearing to be vulgar and a sign of low intelligence. After all, if you're a rich vocabulary, it can excuse me, because I'm laughing at the same time I'm telling you, because this sounds like the motherfuckers that be talking. Now listen closely. A sign of intelligence. Usually, society considers swearing to be vulgar, a sign of low intelligence. After all, if you have a rich vocabulary and can use eloquent speech, why would you rely on rude language? Because that's the thoughts of the commoner. That's the thoughts of a common man. That's the thoughts of an unaccomplished man. That's the thoughts of a motherfucker that's comfortable with you giving them $50,000 a year forever. An experiment found that's the difference between the bosses, the workers, and the motherfucking G's. You understand what I'm saying? Wannabe bosses don't fit in. Wannabe bosses are just that, wannabe bosses. Anyway, long story short, an experiment found that there's a correlation between people that are good at language and who are generating swearing and good at swearing. Let's say that again. An experiment that found that there's a correlation between people who are good at language and who are good at generating a swearing vocabulary. Swearing is also associated with social intelligence, as it takes cognitive skills to determine where and when it's appropriate to swear and when it's not. A sign of honesty. Research has also found that association between profanity and honesty, the result of a result of a study in 2017, indicated that people who curse more tend to lie less at an interpersonal level. Intuitively thinking, if you express your emotions with powerful words, seems to be because you are expressing them honestly. It can help with pain tolerance. Swearing can induce the fight or flight response in the body, leading to a surge of adrenaline release. This means if you and your girl was happening to get robbed or whatever, and I turn around and say, hey, hold up, motherfucker, what the fuck you doing to get loud? And then you got one of them chicks that turn around and say, baby, just calm down, let them rob us. Just let them rob us. Oh, now you want me to have some adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit. Y'all don't get it. Okay, all right. My fault. I forgot who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a YouTube audience. This shit is hilarious. This is why they don't understand, because most of these people are not educated. That's funny. It can help with pain tolerance. Swearing can be induced fight or flight response of the body, leading to a surge of adrenaline release. This has an analgesic pain killing effect. An experiment showed how people who swear a few times a day can hold their hands in ice water for about twice as long as those who don't swear. But it's also found that cursing too much can make it lose pain relieving powers. As the body gets desensitized, it stops producing stress responses. That's interesting. It gives power and control. I know that. It's a nonviolent response when upset. It can lead to humor and social bonding. Conclusion, the word of caution. And that's it. So you notice when somebody came in here and they said, oh, well, if you swear, that means you're not that intelligent. No, it's the commoners that think shit like that. I always found that like that. Always found out like that. And I'm not some dude that's talking to you from the 5th floor of the projects right now. You understand what I'm saying? I live in a pretty opulent area in Connecticut, if I do say so myself. So I'll say like this. Why choose dictating things to you while you're here online? Why choose saying things to you while you're here online? Why choose trying to sell you things when you're here online? Because as quick as you just saw me right there dissect that whole ideology that had been sitting out here for a minute or whatever, you found it not to be true, didn't you? Huh? They actually say the total opposite thing. They say that people that are usually of high intelligence curse a lot. Huh? People that are honest usually curse a lot. Don't talk to me about cursing. Don't talk to me about cursing. That's a control mechanism. Who's this key nigga in here? I know that ain't the fucking same Costa I know. Costa, what's going on, you fucking fuck? That is the same Costa. Costa, what's up, boy? Costa, if you still here, let me know. Jesus Christ. I think that, yeah, that is it. That's, yep, yeah. Come back here, you Greek fuck, when you get a chance. That's my buddy right there in real life. So it's like, who the fuck wrote an LOL? And I forgot. And he's probably writing LOL because he curses this as much as I fucking do. We Shoreline boys. So that's I know that person in real life. That's crazy. People think I'm lying all the time. I know him in real life. Fucking Costa and Billy. What's up, Billy? Oh my God. I miss those guys. I really do. But we got to move on. I'll see you when I'm rich. But thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. We was just talking about, you know what I'm saying? Somebody came into my chat room, said that people that curse all the time are usually dumb. They don't know how to express themselves, whatever. And we read all 2 fucking articles from different clinical psychiatrists of this beautiful country we live in here in America saying something totally different out of their clinical studies. They actually say that people that curse seem to be more intelligent and emotionally intelligent and socially intelligent and more profitable to move forward in life other than these motherfuckers that sit around. So in my conclusion of this story, watch who the fuck y'all listening to on these YouTube streets, man. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the mode y'all in. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and gossip or whatever. I'm gonna get off of here for the night. You know what I'm saying? Go do what I'm doing. Give me a cigarette in me or whatever. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. Even if y'all ain't care about this, I'm not here gossiping. That's what we're doing for 2024. We seeing how many vloggers can go in without gossiping. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all wonder what the premise of this show was about, it was about just that. A lot of people sitting around gossiping, talking about folks, making fun of folks, shit like that or whatever. And some of us is tired of it. It's getting old. It's like, you ain't got nothing. I watched some girls today, and I ain't gonna say who it was, but I watched some women today go live literally for about 7 hours talking about other motherfuckers. I'm like, y'all bitches need to stop that shit, for real. Y'all bitches need to stop that shit. And y'all know what I mean. You get up here any time in the morning, there's a black man or a black woman on here. Oh, let me tell you what else. I got the tea. I got the scoop. I got the tea. I'm like, nigga, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. That's the only shit you got to talk about, beefing with somebody? And it be old motherfuckers too. It be old motherfuckers, like old motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Old motherfuckers. especially the women. It be some old ass women on here, beep, girl, I'm trying to tell you. Get that deep voice from smoking unfiltered camels for the past 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me tell you the way I feel. All these people talking all this mess. Like they be talking like you in the backyard or some shit like that. Like that's how some of these people be talking to you on here. Like you in the backyard and y'all having a cookout or some shit like that. You feel me? Like, bitch, I don't know you. For real. If I didn't know you were my mother, I'd probably poke you something for talking to me like that. But you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. It is what it is. But I just be like, I'd be astonished at how they're so easy to go off and say something to you because they think you look just like them. They so quick to say something to you, but when it comes to somebody of an opposite race, they on their P's and their Q's throughout the whole conversation. And that's why I be getting confused. You feel me? I'd be like, oh, word. So you got that dominating spirit over you when it comes to them, but when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? You somebody else. All right, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I mean? Y'all don't peep that. Y'all don't peep that. Y'all never peep that when people be, listen, there be people on here on YouTube. They got one set of rules for one set of people, and then they got another set of rules how they engage with other people. I don't care what nobody say. That's why I brought up O'Shea Duke Jackson earlier. I said he got one set of rules of how he deal with black women dating white men, and then he got another set of rules when it comes to black men dating white women. He want to cancel them, kick them out the culture, all this silly shit or whatever. I'm like, where they gonna go? So what you saying is basically, I'm gonna turn my back on you because they imagine this is why you can't feel sorry for some of these folks. Imagine a whole culture of people saying, we turn our back on you because you decided to date a white woman. Damn. But we're going to uplift Eve, Serena Williams, and all of them. They made the perfect decision, and they got away from them niggas. And they'll say it just like that, basically. It'll be like, they got away from them niggas. They knew they could do better. They will praise. They will praise them. I knew she could do better. I always knew she could do better than messing with a nigga. That's basically what they say. They call you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the real rat race nowadays. Can you do better than a nigga? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to dating. So, I would just say this, man. I would say, watch for people like that. You know, there's a lot of them out here. A lot of them running amok nowadays. A lot of people looking for likes and shares and shit like that and reach to the top of YouTube in 2025 or whatever. Hey, man, good luck to y'all niggas, especially if y'all talking about the same subject matter. Jaguar right, Jaguar right. This is why we should trust Jaguar right, Jaguar right. Jaguar right, Jaguar right. Niggas built that whole, hey, Huggy, if you see this shit, bitch, remember that shit you said, the Huggy stimulus stamps package? This bitch said the stimulus package wasn't lying either. Them hoes still in 2025. Like, listen, Huggy, if you see this shit, you need to hit up Trump and tell me, yo, Trump, I need a rebate back. I've been funding these niggas all year. You better call up to the IRS. I need my refund on all my kids. I want you to call up the IRS. I'll plug you with Trump. I need Huggy, I need you to call up there because this for me and her. Huggy, I need you to call up there to the IRS. Tell them you need your money. You to handed out the Jaguar right stimulus packages all this year. You're going to need your tax refund. I'm gonna need y'all hoes to fill out W4s for everybody. You get a W4 and you get a W4. Jack, whole thing I asked, can I claim some of your kids? Come on, bro. Let me claim some of the kids too. That's all I'm saying. That shit is funny, dog. I'm like, it's like hilarious to me how many people, like, dead serious. It's so many people on here. I'm gonna have this up too. It's so many people on here, right? They literally lose her name like every day they on here. They use her name, and I'm kind of being giddy about it, but they use her name basically to make money off of her. So she had this thing that like a little while ago where she called it the Jaguar right what you call it, the Jaguar rice stimulus package. Shit was hilarious. And so like she would, you know what I'm saying, she would point that out or whatever. Tell these niggas like, yo, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is making money off me because I want y'all to eat. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. She need to go, yo, Jag, I'm trying to tell you, listen, go get your, listen, Jag. All these, you had the Jaguar stimulus package out again this year. You know what I'm saying? Biden wouldn't send out the check, so you had to send them out. You get it? Biden wouldn't send out the check, so you had to send them out. So now these motherfuckers is like, you know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead, file your taxes, make them niggas fill out W-4s and collect on them. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need to do. Just go ahead and do that. You're going to have a nice little tax rebate. That should be at least about, I don't know, $80,000, $100,000, man, these motherfuckers. And this is their channels. Oh, God. I'm not reading that corny ass shit. I'm not reading that. 2 years and no subscribers. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. All right, y'all. I'm going to get up on off of here. As y'all know me, I don't fuck with niggas too much. I do not fuck with niggas too much. Let me ask y'all a question. Why y'all come in and check me out at this point? Y'all just come in and see if I'm going to say something that y'all can use on y'all blog or something? That'll never happen. That'll never happen. If you want to know why that'll never happen, just ask Choke No Joke. He know why. We got trained for that shit 20 years ago. So nah, that ain't gonna work. No, I'll never say anything on here. Gotta put the team at risk. Nah. Would you slide? Yeah, what's wrong with you? Yo, y'all read what that nigga wrote down there at the bottom? What's wrong with you? What prompted you to write some shit like that? Like, why would you write some shit like that as a man? That's the thing I don't be understanding. Like, it sounds like to me when niggas come in here and they write shit like that, it seems like you the one is actually in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Without like that's what it would seem like to me, because like I don't write shit like that in people's chat rooms. So like I don't know if it's like you part of a crew of motherfuckers trying to press a issue or trying to press a narrative. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, and you getting flagged for that shit. And you want to keep pressing it, like, and you getting flagged for that shit. It's not even getting mad. It's like, nigga, we're not even talking about no shit like that. Why are you in my chat room like that? Like, and this is what I mean. Like I said, you see it again. Black people, it's black men, black women, white men, and Latin men. That's my 4 enemies online. You better hurry up and write what the fuck you writing. Because I'm about to block you. It look like a goofy ass joke about to go on. I don't understand what the fuck you wrote. So I was wearing, yeah, let's get this goofy out of here. Told you, this is the average American nowadays. Uneducated, uncivilized, talking loose on the internet. They get, you know, that's the average. But the ones I get the most I gotta watch is the black men, black women, Latin men, and white men. Those are the 4 I have to watch for. Those 4 right there. Those 4 right there have an intricate plan for me. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because 2 of them are brothers. Like for real, my brothers. Like I got both of their blood in my, you know what I'm saying, in my skin. So it's like, it's crazy to me, but it is what it is. I don't be worried about nothing. If y'all wonder why I don't be looking at the camera, because there's a lot of lighting going on right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't even realize. Like I got another light in front of me on. I got these lights on. Like I got a lot of lights on me, so I don't be looking straight in the camera, because when I look in the camera, the first thing that happens is that glare hits me in the eye. So if y'all see me looking over to the side of squinting, it's because there's fucking light in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why sometimes I do lives without the light, but then y'all get mad about that. I don't know. Anyway, let me get up off of here. And last thing I would tell y'all, watch these people that's blogging. Watch how you trust them. You want to keep donating to them, keep donating to them. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? But don't come to my podcast and you hear me say right here 1,000,000 times, don't flag these niggas. Don't tell people not to donate to them. I don't want none of my crowd going over there harassing them. I'm gonna say the same thing again. You know what I'm saying? I hope that y'all all adhere to that. But they gonna be sucking niggas, and that's what sucker black niggas do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They go around, act like basically like girls, and go around like you could pay attention to how they in here. Sucker black dudes, sucker Latin dudes, certain, you know what I mean? They in here talking homosexual shit and all kinds. It's like this weird shit. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. That's just pure point blank. There's nothing you can do about it. Um, they're gonna start rumors about you. They're gonna do all kinds of shit or whatever, whatever. When they start starting rumors about you, it's because you're telling the truth about some shit. When they starting rumors about you, it's because they want you up out of here because you a threat to their livelihood. Ain't no way you gonna tell me a nigga that's sitting in their uncle basement in California got more work than a nigga that worked at a record company for 17 years. And what world does that motherfucking resonate at? You know what I'm saying? But that's how these niggas with free accounts on YouTube think. So just be wary of who y'all listen to, who y'all get money to. I would say that, but I ain't gonna tell y'all to stop donating to nobody, nothing like that. That ain't my mission. So I'm out. Y'all do what y'all want to do with y'all money. I may or may not be back later. I don't know. I'm about tired of talking to niggas. I got my accomplishment I need to done today. You know what I'm saying? So I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good evening for all the cool motherfuckers in there. You heard?